than my right, a little more than my left. But
it is week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. A 5-yard pass only goes to the 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The Broncos had 8 and 6 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Wins are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all off. Then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run with Hall. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hamler, the motion man left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline,
man, over that Will Sam,
give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive. And 3 points.
Make him pull up.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away.
Like talking to my woman.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
What you ain't about to sit right here and do is talk to my woman. She better not do her friend like that, man. She better not do her friend like that.
They show with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
That's what I'm saying. That messed up, man.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this.
Did my boy like that, man.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Don't let that. Don't let
very question in the response.
What's the name, Kip? Don't let Kevin keep her bothered
they
up.
actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They're going to look to throw. His big tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hall again on second down. Gets around him. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll go again with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Hamler, the motion man left. On second down, a run with Hall. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Just sleep, pretty girl.
Ball again. And good work there defensively, as they're able to keep it out of the end zone. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied.
Right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
What's wrong with that, Daddy? What's wrong?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 47 now, that work with a 2nd and 7. Dillon now off the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Let's go. Hey, smash Broncos.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
Right there, right there. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go, here we
All
go.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hurt.
Read option, this is Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
18, 5 in. Go.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Ready. Seven Pirates.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled on the play by DeMar Mathis. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Hamler, the motion man left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Paul on a give up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
QB, that's the best pass you threw all damn night.
There on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Uses size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is DTR. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Short throw caught by Trussssss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Running left, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The slot man in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mims in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Mims in motion right. A handoff for Hall. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Breece Hall, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready?
Here is 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. For interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second. Start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, some strong running, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Come on.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run once more with Dillon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down at 13. Thompson Robinson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Denver, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.